Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Great. I'm Ke Jiejing, the Chinese director of the Confucius Institute at Presbyterian College. Our mission is to offer Chinese language to Presbyterian College and local K-12 schools. And the other thing is that we develop and bring Chinese cultural performances to the local community. And today we're happy to be able to have the renowned pianist Sandra Watson to give the performance here. Okay, then we have a student from your high school who learned Chinese in FPC. We would like to invite her to say a few words to welcome our guest. Pacey?
大家好，我是 Pacey. Hello, my name is Hope Patterson, and welcome again to today's performance by Miss Shen. Miss Shen received her bachelor's and master's in music from Peabody Conservatory under Anne Shen. She has made guest appearances with the Taiwan National Symphony Orchestra, Hilton Head Symphony Orchestra, Philharmonia Movement Musical, and the Kennedy Music Center. Miss Shen has also appeared in the Forbidden City Concert Hall in Beijing and the Frankfurt Cultural Center in Germany. Mixing music and philanthropy, Miss Shen has raised over $25,000 by playing benefit concerts for earthquake victims, foster children, education, and assisted living patients. She currently teaches at the Brevard Music Institute and previously taught at Southern Illinois University. 谢谢, and please welcome Miss Shen.
Good morning. Usually in a piano concert, this side will have nobody sitting. Usually everybody wants to see the hands. So today it's very neat to see you sitting here too. Now, I was born in Taiwan, and my dad is originally from California. He was in the Navy. He went to Taiwan, met my mom. My mom was his landlady, so he married her and saved all the rent. Smart man, right? Maybe that's why I can play piano. And so I feel very privileged that I had the mixture of East and West, even in my living room when I was growing up. When I was 4, I started piano, and my mom had a stick in her hand, the tiger mom, and my dad on the other side of the living room, clapping. And my mom saw that I responded to my dad, and she started making apple pies. So every time I pass my songs, I get an apple pie. Anyway, so since I'm mixed, I also included a piece in here by a Western composer, and unfortunately, the name is a little bit misspelled. Henry Cowell is Cowell, and he's also from California, and I think you will enjoy hearing the different aspects of music inspired by China. And what do you know about Chinese music? Anybody? Pentatonic scale. What is a pentatonic scale?
Scale of 5.
Scale of 5, that's right. Which 5?
That one.
So if you want to know, the easiest thing is just go to the black keys and play a melody. Anybody volunteer? So just use the keys here, right? Just the black keys, and then play a melody. Just improvise. I wasn't expecting chords. But he gave me the whole thing. He gave me chords and a melody. So this is advanced class. This is great. Okay, so if you just do... Does that sound Chinese to you? Yeah. So if you want to have fun and have a little taste of China, but anyway, so the first piece I'm going to share with you by Tan Dun. Anybody saw the movie Hidden Tiger, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? All right. Kung Fu people, huh? All right, so Tan Dun is the composer who did the music for that film, and he won many awards. And if you keep up with YouTube, a few years ago, YouTube commissioned Tan Dun to do an Internet Symphony #1, and he did it with the London Symphony. You can look it up; it's quite cool. And so in here, he went through the time of Cultural Revolution, when Western music was banned. So he was put to the farm planting rice, and as soon as Cultural Revolution ended, he went to Central Conservatory for his education, and then later came to Columbia University and got his degree. This is his Opus 1, meaning his first composition, but it has already his own voice and characteristics. And the first one, Missing Moon, you can still hear the pentatonic scales, but they're kind of strange because he mixed them with the half steps. So instead of, he goes. It's like dark chocolate, right? It's very sweet. So you have two flavors. Okay. And so the first one is kind of mystic. I like to imagine I'm the spaceman out there finding this missing moon. So, and second one, staccato beats. I want to challenge your ears. So there is a melody. Same time, again, pentatonic scale. But it's gonna come back. So every time the theme appears, you can raise your hand and we can compare and see how many times this theme came back. It's a very short piece. And then the blue nun, I picture them as there is a master and there's the follower, right? And you know how Bach, Johannes Bach, Johann Sebastian Bach, he used the technique of imitation to show the master and the follower, right? Like, you hear the melody and the following, yes? And so in the blue nun, you're gonna hear that. So they're following each other. And it's floating clouds. It's very pretty, it's very poetic. I like to think of myself just flying a kite somewhere. Sun rain, you will hear a lot of interval of fourth and fifth. Yeah, finger four, fourth. So what does sun rain mean? It means sometimes when you have rain so much and then the sky is opening up and then all of a sudden you have a ray of sunshine coming in, but this place is still raining. So you have a little bit of the sun and you have a little bit of the rain. And sometimes the rain is about to stop and sometimes it goes again and then, so you hear the different timing in the sun rain. So here is Tan Dun 8, Memories in Watercolor. I'm so glad you're all awake. Because we're short of two other notes in a scale. So there is some limitation, but still there's so much fun in it, isn't it? So next on the program is a love story. It's like the Romeo and Juliet in China. The story goes, so they're best friends at school. And after graduation, you all have best friends, right? So after graduation, they all went back to their own hometown. And this man is, so that's how they would look in a Peking opera. The hat means they're students, I guess. Yeah. And the fan, that's very typical of a person who is pursuing education and academics. So after graduation, this man, Liang, went to visit Zhu. And to his amazement, this Zhu turned out to be a girl. He did not know that because she disguised herself as a man in order to enter into the school at that time. It was ancient time. Only men can be allowed to have education. So he was shocked. Huh? You are a girl? And so, and he loved this friend so much, right? And when he found out she was a girl, what would he want to do? Marry her, right? Okay, so there were two shocks. First shock, she's a girl. Second shock, she's engaged. Oh, darn it. All right, so he went home with a tremendous heartache, and he died soon after that. Yeah. So, and then, so during the wedding procession, Zhu's wedding, they were marching through the town. And when they passed through one place, all of a sudden there was a big storm, big windstorm. They had to stop. And she came out of the carriage, and what did she find? No, the tomb, the grave of Liang, the best friend, right? So, oh, this came a little bit too fast. And then, she came out to pay tribute to her friend Liang. But as she's paying tribute, she was crying and she was lamenting over his death. The tomb opened up and she dived in. And what happened is there were 2 butterflies that came out of the tomb and flew away. And so that's how they were called the butterfly lovers. And so in the music, you'll hear this main theme. It's like their intimate relationship. And then there's the fun time in school. They're playing around. And then, of course, there's the butterfly, right? And you would think, oh, how do you make a butterfly from the piano? So this is actually originally written for violin. But I think this transcription is great because the butterfly flying around is in the left hand, which is tremendously hard. So you'll hear this flying, a very light silk texture in there. Yeah, and then you have the heartbreak of this Liang. This triplets and just going throbbing. Why me? Yeah. Okay. So here is the Butterfly Lover by Sun Yi.